Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, people go to the church and to mosques every day to pray against this. So imagine then that by way of cursing and swearing at you, somebody says to you, somebody swears at you that you will never make it to hell. Guys, I bring you this. We will need visa to visit Kano if Nigeria splits or Shibanjo wants Nigerians. So, thank you, Professor, but we will take our chances. So now, people are trying to extricate themselves from these elements that Kano represents, and our erudite professor, our learned law professor, is now warning us that we would not be able to visit this place that we want away from us should Nigeria split up. Thank you, Professor. We will take our chances, as again, we will need visa to visit Kano if Nigeria splits or Shibanjo wants Nigerians. So now let's now see now how this professor doesn't appear to have gotten the memo. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says Nigerians will require a visa to Kano if Nigeria breaks up. The Vice President made the remarks at the 12th colloquium to mark the 69th birthday of former Lagos State Governor Bola Tinubu. Osinbajo said with the birthday celebration in Kano, Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has helped to tell two stories. He said it was the first time colloquium is being hosted outside of Lagos and Abuja, the national capital. Osinbajo described Kano as the city of radical and progressive ideas and ideologies, with some of the leading political lights in the All Progressive Congress APC. He added that the celebration has underscored the point that Nigeria and its people are stronger and more powerful together than apart. Osinbajo further kicked against purveyors of the country's breakup into component or regions. They should be reminded that we would not have been able to accept Governor Ganduje's offer to come to Kano at short notice, since we would all need visa to come to Kano, he said. So yes, of course, yes, thank you, Professor. Yes, we would all need visas to visit Kano should Nigeria split up. That would be absolutely fantastic because, of course, then Kano will be a foreign country. But I would like to see that queue in Yoruba land for visas to visit Kano. If there was one man and his dog there, then that man certainly is a Fulani man trying to make his way back home because he has now lost his nationality. So Kano can hold on to Kano, and we will hold on to Yoruba land, and God help and protect all of us. This is really the saying. It looks as though this guy has not gotten the memo. He has not read the briefings. He has not gotten the communique. We are saying we want a way from these people. You are saying we would need visa to go and visit Kano. Who wants? To be honest, I have to put my hands up now. I was going to say who wants to visit Kano. I have to say when I was a lot younger, I did have a liking for Kano and places like that, and I liked it really because of the spectacle of their Durbar and that colorful celebration that they do on horseback, and of course the Fulani women, their elegant poise and slender beauty, so that's androgynous look. I used to have a liking for that, but then of course I was quickly rescued from that moment of madness to come into light. And really, to be honest, my angst is not really so much against the Fulani people, I have to say, because you can't use a catch-all to capture a whole race of people. And I'm pretty certain that there are decent elements within the Fulanis. I am very hopeful that there would be, but a significant number of them, especially their leading lights, because when you're talking about the Fulani headsman carrying AK-47 and stalking and skulking the bushes of this of the southern regions, when you're talking about the Fulani headsmen, you have to reflect that these are Fulani headsmen that you are talking about is essentially a nomadic man, a man of simple understanding and simple means. The only understanding that the Fulani headsman understands are cattle. This is the only thing that they know. So the Fulani headsman, you have to understand, he doesn't even understand what an AK-47 is, never mind understanding where to go and buy one, and never then understanding how to operate and point and shoot one. The average Fulani headsman has no understanding of this, so you then have to from that conclude, and you have to from that conclude, deduce and conclude that it is actually people that are buying and arming, they are buying arms and arming these Fulani headsmen. That is the only conclusion, because of course, how would the Fulani headsman even know how to navigate his way towards an arms seller? How will he even know where an arms seller is? This is the real understanding. The boy, the Fulani boy that you see carrying AK-47, some 17-year-old boy, where would he find the arms dealer one? Where will he find the fundings to buy arms to? And how is he able to have the brevity to approach and make the negotiations free? So you can see that it is people that are actually arming these people. This is the real thing. So now, if we have the understanding that it is people that are arming these Fulani headsmen, then we're halfway there. So now, the people that we're looking for with this understanding are not the Fulani headsmen carrying AK-47 in the forest, in the bushes. No, they are not the ones that we're looking for, because there are just too many of them to go searching for them one by one. What we are looking for are the people buying the arms to arm them. So these are a smaller number of people to look for, and once they say cut the head off and the body will follow. If you chop the head of a snake off, it will wriggle and wriggle, but it's a gunner. So cut the head off and the body will follow. So really, the people that we are looking for, I'm sorry that I have diverted from wanting a visa to visit Kano to now this point, but then of course they are all interlinked. So the people that we are looking for are the people who are actually buying the arms. So let's say, for instance, there are like 100,000 Fulani headsmen, let's say in Oyo forest. Well, let's just use Oyo as an example. Let's just say there are 100,000 Fulani headsmen, armed Fulani headsmen in Oyo forest. Rather than search for those 100,000 Fulani headsmen in Oyo forest, if you search for the 200 to 500 people that are buying the arms to give to these Fulani headsmen, because you have to understand that these Fulani headsmen, they still have to report back to that shehu that gave them the arms to say, this is what happened when we went out into the community, this is what we did with the gun, and the gun is still intact. So they go and submit the guns back, and they pick it up again when they go out on excursions to go and kill in the southern regions. So if you are able to track down these shehus, these linchpins, like the one that what's his name? Sunday Igboho tracked down in Igboho, in the Barapa local government area of Oyo State. If you are able to track these people down, then you are able to sweep up a good 70% of the arms that is in the arms of these 100,000 Fulani headsmen. So you see the logic. So it is not so much the Fulani headsmen that we're after, but the shehus that are the people that are enabling them. So it is their enablers, the middlemen, and from the shehus then you get to the arms dealers, and from the arms dealers you get to the arms depot. So this is the trajectory, and I don't even have any police training. So if I even know this as just a basic understanding, then I wonder what the struggle is of the Nigerian police system and the Nigerian security system for decades and decades. Just catch one, find out who his shehu is, get that shehu, find out where he is getting the guns, and you trace it back to the depot. And then once you're able to sweep up a good chunk of this weaponry and you destroy them, then what you have is a reduced number of weaponry within in circulation. You have a reduced number of weaponry in circulation, and with that then you weigh against that to the point that you reduce it to with nothing more than a police matter then, because it's a security matter now, which sweeps up all of the security structures of the country. But if you are able to wipe out and reduce and take away a lot of this weaponry from the country, from the forest and these people, then it becomes then a police matter, the little weaponry that is left in their arms. But a visa to Kano is where we started from, and it is where we are landing on. This guy now, Yemi Osinbajo, is warning us that we would need a visa to Kano. Well, he can take that visa to Kano and go and reside there, because we are locking the doors as soon as Oduduwa Republic is established. What says you? Come share thoughts. But before you come into the comment section to engage, click on the red subscribe button so it turns grey. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, the professor doesn't seem to have gotten the memo. We're saying we want as far away from these people as possible, and he is telling us that we will need visa to visit them once we cut loose from them. The guy is not really on the same hymn sheet. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.